Hockey fans, NCDC Draft Day is upon us. And with that, we have two newcomers to the NCDC fold this year, but one that we've gotten to know pretty well here, a head coach who we saw down in Hampton, and an organization that we followed closely in its first season in the elite and premier, nearly winning a national championship there. Coach Vaillaincourt, Coach V for victory, it feels like out here in W Town, the Wilkes-Barre Wagon. Coach, you're starting things off. You're getting underway. You're putting together your draft board. Where are you at right now in the inaugural NCDC season for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights?
Well, obviously, we're busy. We're trying to build our squad for next season, whether it's finishing up our tenders before the draft here and obviously building our draft board. Right now, I feel like we have a pretty exciting group of kids that we're looking at for the draft. We'll be drafting from all over the U.S. and internationally, so I'll be excited for that. A lot of good kids, especially really young players that should get an opportunity with us this year to make their crack into this league. And, ideally, like we're definitely excited with everything we've been doing to the rink here, getting that all ready for the start of the season, with everything we've been doing to kind of get ourselves on the road here and see as many players as possible. I know for us, like we're excited to be coming into the NCDC here and play in front of all these schools this upcoming season. And for me, I'm just really grateful and excited to be part of this program and coming from Hampton, which I consider a very good program, to coming here now at the tier 2 level. Hopefully we're, put a championship on our banner this next season, but more than else, move a lot of kids to the college ranks.
Now, Coach, you look behind you. I love the Knight that's in the room. This room that Mr. Coursera, that Jody's put it together out there. You look at the incredible investment being put in Wilkes-Barre. Ray Welsh behind the scenes pulling the strings, yourself behind the bench now at the NCDC level. What am I walking into if I get selected on draft day by the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights and I'm going to be playing for the NCDC squad next year?
Well, I think you're walking to one of the premier programs, hopefully in the league. Yeah, our ownership group does a great job here. I'm obviously in our main office room here. It's also a scouting room for our scouts to come in here. He's put a ton of investment into building our gym facility within the rink here, redoing all the locker rooms. So like everything in this rink right now is going to be brand new coming up for this upcoming season. Our dorm facility, which is going to be brand new, it's about 5 minutes down the road. So I think when guys come here, they're excited to come here because I think as far as a development opportunity, like we have everything in-house here, whether it's our gym, whether it's, we got a skating treadmill or shooting room, state-of-the-art, facilities here for players to come in and really focus on their development. And at the end of the day, help us hopefully win a championship. But, for guys, especially if guys are coming for their first year junior hockey, I don't know what more you would ask for as far as the program goes. The amount of ice time they're going to get with us owning the facility, the amount of off-ice training they can get here. It's just going to be a great location, a great home for them to make their impact and hopefully get to the college ranks.
Yeah, and Wilkes-Barre, I mean, we feel like it's our home away from home. We worked out there a lot during COVID. It was one of the only places you can go play hockey. So we covered a bunch of hockey out there to go see all the teams from the USPHL. And Lucas, I introduce you in my right-hand man, my consigliere Montfrere from another mayor. Lucas, what do you have for Coach V here on just getting this thing underway and getting the Wilkes-Barre wagon rolling now at the NCDC ranks?
Yeah, you've got a team that was obviously successful in its first year last year at the premier and elite level, both teams making it to nationals. But this is the first year of the NCDC. This is your first year with the program. A lot of firsts, a lot of pressure, Coach. And normally we're not going to sugarcoat it for you. There's a lot of pressure here because it's not just your first year with the team's first year in existence. This is the first year draft as well for you guys. The ability to really take a look at some of the talent that's not just in the country, we're even hearing from a lot of folks is around the world as well, the international flair. You're focusing on young talent, but what kind of skaters are you looking to fill out your roster this year?
Well, I mean, end of the day, it is a lot of firsts, but it's not like this is my first time at the tier 2 level, which is nice, obviously. This program obviously had a North American League program. It's extremely successful that time period because of COVID. Obviously, things had to shut down, but we're really just trying to bring back that tier 2 opportunity here for players, build off that tradition they have as far as D1 commitments go. And with me in my first year being this program, the big thing to me is going to build a culture. Obviously, they did a great job last year with that premier team and elite team. So now for me, it's kind of building off that tradition, bringing in the right guys to build our culture this year because your culture is built on your alumni. So year one for us will be really important. For the type of players we're looking for, like ideally this league is built on pace, tempo, and skill. So we're looking for kids, obviously, ideally a little more on the younger side that bring a lot of pace to the game, have a good skill set. I'm a big proponent of having guys with a lot of grit in their game. I feel like you need that to play at the college level. So like they have to have that part of the game too. But realistically, we're going to look, we've got 5 camps we're doing throughout the summer here all across the U.S. We're just going to be out looking for the best players possible that want to buy into our program and be part of our culture here, especially in year one. You can have the most skilled players in the world you want, but if you don't have great people, it doesn't matter. So we're trying to find the highest character kids with talent.
Well, you guys certainly have some great people in that organization and some great minds behind this thing. You go into draft day. Obviously, you don't raise the cup on draft day, but you do start the steps towards winning one, right? So what is a win for you when you come out of draft day, when that final pick is made? What are you going to consider a win? What do you want to feel like after this thing's said and done?
Good question. Hopefully, I think for us going to draft day here, we would like to get at least I think 3 or 4 guys I feel like can step into the lineup right away. Guys that can transition hopefully to the USHL in a year. And then it's just getting some guys, in my opinion, who maybe are a year out, maybe they're borderline guys that might need a year. So we have kind of players down the road that can just keep feeding into our program. And again, like for me, at least the way I do the draft, I interview a lot of guys before we even draft them. So we'll know if they're the type of character kids we want. We're kind of already be in the process as far as like where we feel they're going to be able to step into our lineup next year or not. But more than anything else, like we're giving kids the opportunity to be part of this program. We're giving kids the opportunity to be part of this league. So it's on their shoulders to capitalize on that opportunity at the end of the day. But no, I think if we can come out of this draft with like 3 or 4 guys that can step into our lineup right away, especially with them being young players, for us, I think that would be a home run.
I love it, Coach. Final question for you. You obviously, we know about your success behind the bench at the tier 2 level and throughout the game of hockey. We know about your success on the ice. I mean, you're a guy who just, you bleed hockey knowledge, right? And what I want to ask you about with the NCDC, I mean, if I'm a young athlete, if I'm a family right now and I hear my name called in the entry-level draft, or if I'm looking for my next place to play, why is the NCDC such a great opportunity? And what can the NCDC accomplish for families and their players?
I think any kid, if they hear their name called on draft day, needs to be excited for the opportunity. I mean, you're playing tier 2 hockey, obviously, which is tuition-free league. And you're going to be playing against, some great competition. I think it was fourth in North America for incoming freshmen last year for Division I hockey. So, you're playing against a lot of really good and high-end players. You're playing all your games up in the, Northeast United States, which is where 80% of all D1, D3 colleges are located. So every night you're getting a chance to expose yourself to the college scouts. Every night you're getting a chance to play against some of the best competition internationally. And I think the other big part of it is like just the opportunity that our players have for development, whether it's in-house. I know for our guys, obviously, that's a big reason they're coming down here to play for us. There's just so many reasons why kids should be excited about opportunity. And I hope the kids that are called on draft day are able to take advantage of the opportunity that they're given and hopefully run with it to get a college commitment.
Well, you know what's going to be running yet again, the Wilkes-Barre wagon coming to a rink near you and probably leaving with a few W's each weekend. Coach, we're excited to see the squad. Draft night, tune in live with Dan Kay and Lucas Jones. See where you might fall in the selections or watch your favorite hockey players become the future of the game. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. YouTube.com. You can search NCDC Draft or, just head over to the USPHL's YouTube page and subscribe today to be ready for coverage. It'll be incredible. It's going to be fun, and we'll see who the future of the NCDC just might be.